Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to another episode of Ghost in the Shell 2045. Last time, we finished off the raid, the failed um raid thing, where the mercenary squad faced the sort of amateur raiders, but they were equipped with some pretty heavy technology. You know, the box dog thing that kind of caused a bit of trouble. You had the heavy duty spider tank looking thing, and then you also had of course the Giga drone with missiles and super advanced AI and the flare shit, and it caused a lot of trouble. And in the end, the team actually failed. Luckily, it looks like the gated community they were protecting didn't sustain too much damage. Someone's house got blew up. I think like maybe a family died, which is it's bad. I'm not saying it's not bad, but um, at least they were firing off a couple missiles, so they stopped the bulk of the attack. But it looks like their employers, the gated community, is not too happy, and they're taking them in. Um, on the flip side, Todesa and Aramaki are working with the Prime Minister of Japan to reassemble Section 9, so I think that's how they're gonna get out of this pickle. Todesa's on the way to the US, maybe with Boomer and whatever the other guy's name is. I forgot. Well, we haven't seen them, so it's fair for me to not know their name, right? Haha. Um, I think, yeah, they're at least Totus is coming to save them. But I also, since they kind of established that the new prime minister of Japan has some political ties back to America, I think maybe he can even use some of his influence to get the gang out of trouble if they are in trouble. It's implied, but maybe it's not the case though. They did fuck up, so I don't see why they wouldn't be. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm invested in this show. I liked it already. We just need to see how it goes from here. Now, before we start, let's oh, apparently I spilled water on my desk. I'm like, what the fuck? We'll do our daily snack, well, not daily, episodely snack review from our Sakuraku box. Today we got a bun. Looks like has oranges on it, so I assume it's an orange, something orange bun. Um, let's take a look at our handy dandy book. Let me like wipe that water. It's bothering me. There we go. Little spill. Um, it's the wrong way. Orange. What does that look like? Not that. Ah, the Shikuwasa Manju. When Shikuwasa are left to fully ripen, their skins turn from deep green to a golden yellow, and their tanginess increases. These fruits are called kugani, literally gold. Kugani grown in Udimi village are wrapped in rich dough for this manju, perfectly balancing sour and sweet while leaving you refreshed by Marukyo Okinawa. So manju. See, I'm actually remembering what snacks are. Manju is just bread with filling. Um, this shikuwasa is actually what we read yesterday. No, yesterday we had the pudding or the kuzi mochi. I think it was the first bread. No, no, they were both brown sugar. I swear I read that somewhere. Didn't we read that somewhere? Because it's like a different fruit or whatever. I kind of remember that. Anyways, let's give it a try. So it was not an orange. Probably it has to be a cousin to an orange. Look at this thing. It's literally looks like an orange. Made sure not to swallow the the thingy. Looking like a manju. Little dents in the center. That's where the filling is. Hmm. citrusy, a little lighter than I thought it would be. The citrusy taste. It's kind of hard to pin down. It doesn't really taste like an orange, but you can identify the citrus a bit. But it's extremely light. If you want to look, it's like the mixture. It can't focus up, but it's basically, yeah. It's tasty though. Huh. I mean, I guess it is a fruit I've never heard of, so it made sense. It doesn't exactly taste like anything I've had before. Hmm. The bread was good too. Good snack, as per usual. That's why I buy these boxes. They're always fun to read and to eat. But yeah, let's get this party started. So, get your copy of the episode ready. My episode length is 24 minutes. Again, and at the end of the episode, we'll talk about it a bit. But so yeah, let's start episode 3 in 3, 2, 1, go. Right into the intro. It says based on the manga, but I still haven't looked it up. If it's actually based on the art from the manga, or just the story's based on the manga. I assume it's based on the actual manga arc. Makes a little more sense, but I was trying to say dramatically, and it probably, but then I was trying to say it doesn't matter because it's Japanese. But I realized that even in the title sequence, it's in English. Like this, I assume this isn't Kami changing the whole title sequence. Because I do think it was made for Netflix, right? So you probably have like a deeper localization on that stuff. So it probably is just based on the manga. I thought I looked it up. I haven't even like looked up the manga at all. Sometimes dated mangas. I don't know if you can actually buy a physical copy of it. There'd have to be like remastered editions, I'd imagine. But yeah, if you're reading like scans of old manga, it's usually kind of like scuffed, I find. So, but don't knock it until you try it, I guess. I gotta try it myself. Anyways, let's get started. What we got today. Right, like last episode, a little recap before we start. Not really, just like showing what happened at the end. I mean, I don't blame these guys for being mad. We did let them blow up a mansion. Maverick missing it in action. Oh, do they not? Okay. So they think they're the aggressors. Really? Well, actually, you got a good position. I feel like it was bad to arm your weapon when they're all pointing at you, but it's not bad. Oh, was this all a setup? Oh, shit. That's crazy. Hmm. I mean, what can you do? It's just a very bad situation if you want to fight it out. Please, you're our last Tachikoma left. The other two are dead. Actually, no. Only one's dead. The other one's chilling. My boy, Todasa, on his way to America soon. Or maybe trying to just call them. Okay, so he's not going directly. I thought he might, but maybe that was a drastic step. South American. Dark web search. Revenge. Man with a paper bag over his head. That's hilarious. Huh. Sad face. And it's just spying on it. I'm a little stuffed up. Have some bonus ASMR. Oh shit. I thought he was spying in, but he was just spying in the other room. Makes more sense. Okay. So these guys are involved in the raider situation? Obsidian. They're sussy. Asking too much questions, bro. Huh. Whoa. Wait, I'm so confused. Okay, so it's like a VR space. Yeah, I was like losing my mind. What's happening? Got displaced. Okay. I understand now. Hmm. Yeah, good work. Los Angeles. Okay, so it's just a security detail or a mercenary detail. I kind of fucked up the VR machine. That's probably a bid receipt. They trace it back to him. Ooh. What the fuck? That's why you didn't warn them about the doggy. Oh, it was a cover? They're with Obsidian, maybe? Okay, so not in trouble. I guess I didn't like real. I thought they were with the government, but John Smith, surely his real name. Oh, little forceful contract, huh? They were pretty impressive. Okay, I was right. Okay. Yeah, forceful contract by the government, not Obsidian. I understand. Ooh, I like him. He has a certain swagger to him. Well, thought they would be in trouble with the government, though I didn't expect them to force a contract on him. The dead Tachikoma, he's alive! Ah, save him! Uh, I guess this cloaking technology is just super advanced, because even the drone didn't detect it. Maybe they don't have, like, technology to see through it in America. Nice. Good cover. Weren't these guys supposed to follow the major? Not save the Tachikoma? Revive him. Oh, he's flying, maybe? Maybe. I guess, yeah. It looks not like Japan. Kinda? So it's in LA. Oh, so was that a Tesla? Tesla ad based? Huh. No semis, huh? Let's see your skills, Todessa. Goes with his aesthetic. It's a nice ass car. I can't wait for the day automatic cars come to our civilization. I'm way too anxiety filled to like want to drive. That's why I'm more of a transit man myself. Obsidian, private military company. Just walking in. Oh, really? Well, I guess they would know who he is if he's inquiring from the Japanese police. Oh, what the? Look at this man looking hella American. True. Whoa. Yo, look at the stubble. That is true. He's our human element. Why didn't they just like not let him go up? Guess he wanted the info, the interrogation. Name's Matoko, not Makoto, like I've been calling her for years. That is facts. We're good. Why didn't you just say he's from the Japanese police? Maybe that's like not a good thing to say though. to a private military company. It got yoinked. Okay. Well, maybe it's harder to do that. I mean, it does say got captured by the government, so maybe the idea that the prime minister can still pull them out does make sense. I guess they're like right at their mission, obviously, if they're all going in now. It's a trap? Yeah. Whoa! Real? No, this has to be fake. And a psychic? The fuck was that? Weird ass training mission. Honestly, it's the newbie's duty. Okay, so it's always random, intense situations. Jesus. For training for any situation. It's actually like pretty cool. Some crazy ass shit. Hmm. Wow. It's because you guys are really good, I assume. And maybe a little expendable. Come on, newbie. Yep. Right, so they don't know they were past government people. Yeah, literally. Or currently they're thinking. Yeah, that's what I thought would happen. Good luck with that, but so I guess they're just like gate like gatekeeping, checking if they're really worth the hype. Okay. I mean it made sense for the government. Why would they reward them? I was trying to say when a clown asked said the reward would be good, I was like, did they actually like say how much they would pay you? But we got told this on the investigation. He's always been a good investigator. I feel like he's the main one they send out on the side while everyone's doing their main shit. So we believe. $100 an hour for parking? Yeah, I mean a hamburger was like 1,000 for three. Three for 1,000, I think, right? Inflation. This is our future, guys. Inflation's going crazy. Well, for Americans. I'm a Canadian. I mean, we're getting fucked by inflation too, but so this is the gated part? No, the gated part's over there. The bougie part. Yeah. I mean, they did honk and he was walking in the middle of the road. Hey, It's the hamburger lady. She wants money. 1,500. What is that? A taco? Sandwich? Bro. Inflation really be hitting. Jesus Christ. Okay. So back in the days, Totus had like minimal cybernetics. So I think that's still the same, right? He had this before. The ads. Oh, she has ads in her vision. I wonder if you get money if they if you put ads in there. Oh, oh my God. Jesus, she's all sold out. Ah, hey, she did. Or she will. Can it master Todesa? Oh, man's always on it. Yeah, I really like Todesa. I actually think he's my second favorite next to the Major, even over Bato, personally. Jesus. 1,800. Danny's tipping? What a gentleman. I mean, she did give some vital information. Fair, I guess. Oh, maybe the Tachikomas are still chilling here. That would help out a lot. Hmm. This was the drone aiming at Saito. The boys. Like the little roll. Aw, so cute. Already, dude. Holy. At least we're getting like a clear picture. Kind of. You know, we have a rescue mission, but rescue. That could mean anything, honestly. Good episode, though. So it is going to be focused primarily on this. Sort of a split perspective till Togusa finally meets up with the group. Probably like at least halfway through the anime, I would expect. While we jam out to this, let me bring up the voice actors. Let's look up Togusa. Oh, man, not good. Not good at all. Yeah, this sounds such a bop. Huh. Actually, never mind. All right, let's talk about it. I'm kind of dying right now. Let me pause for a second. All right, kind of better, but not really. So I'll try to maybe keep this a little briefer. Um, Couple cool things. So we were right that they were governments. Maybe I was predicting too far into the future. Now, how tangled it looks, I don't know if the Prime Minister of Japan really has that sway. Yeah, I think it might like come into play though. Otherwise, I don't know why they would introduce him as like a possible American puppet unless it's just set up for like next season. Um but yeah, so we got John Smith and his Delta Force. You know, they don't know who who or what exact agency they worked with, but they successfully captured them. You know, they kind of just rolled up. They couldn't really do anything. Um, Apparently recruiting them for a mission. I say recruiting because or maybe you can call it forceful recruiting. You know, with a gun to their head. You know, offering them a major award, but they said it themselves. They're just trying to kill them. So I mean, it made sense for a government agency. You know, like why if you're hiring mercenaries, then you don't really need to pay them if you run the country. You know, just a little boop boop. But obviously, we're dealing with the Ghost. I didn't know their team name was Ghost, but it made sense. um, Highly stood. I'm sure they can work around that. Especially the major. You know, even though it hasn't really been displayed this season yet, her expert hacking stuff has always been like one of the coolest features of her. But that, you know, she's pimped out, she's super strong, super skillful, but I'm sure the expert hacking thing can will come into play eventually. We don't know what exactly the mission is. They'd call it a rescue mission. It could just be a ploy, or you know, they're rescuing someone. They could just be, you know, they're bringing someone to them. It doesn't necessarily mean it's like a good thing. Who knows what the government wants with the person? But they're doing some heavy virtual training. It's actually like a probably like my or I don't know my favorite scene, but it was a cool scene of the episode where clown just gets headshot and like no shot. I'm like, what is this, a dream? But it was training and training them for like any situation. Because there's yeah, it was just a good scene from the shock value to like sort of the comedic aspects after talking about like all the shit they're going through VR. Um, Clown's definitely the weakling, but he's the newbie, dude. He needs some time to shine to develop his character a bit more. Um, Hopefully we'll see that. I guess if he's a mainstay, I assume he's in season two. Um, but yeah, that's what they're up to. We got a lot more Todessa this time. In his investigating antics, and I mentioned this in the reaction, but for post discussion only people, um, freaking flies. Um, Todessa is like my second favorite character. I always liked him because he's the investigator. Like all of them like have investigation skills, obviously. Um, but I feel like in the old Ghost in the Shell series, he's always just like it's like the main team like doing all the technical stuff and going right in, while Todess is just investigating on the sidelines, getting like some getting some of the nitty gritty details through his own methods, and I always thought that was pretty cool. Again, it's the human element, you know. They're doing the cyber shit. Todessa is doing the light work, getting it done with his human, his detective talents, and he's always been like a cool contrast. So we've established clear lines, right? So this is not me the main plot. I thought Obsidian would have been like a bigger plot line, but no, they're just a group. The more it's trying to be like, what is the government planning? Like, how far is this plot line gonna go? Because obviously, again, they're going through some super training to see how capable they are for any situation. So I assume it's like some big some big shit, right? Um, and we're down to follow Todessa trying to find them, but also like then he's investigating the background, right? Like in this episode, we learned kind of Obsidian's role in the story. Like if they were a bigger thing or a smaller thing, obviously they're a smaller thing. And I'm sure like we're not get like the details are sort of like they're giving us but not expanding on through Todus's eyes as he like gets the whole situation intact while trying to meet up with the major so and the group. So I think that I understand the structure now, so I'm happy. Seems pretty cool. But we got Todosa like in the VR world. I was a little confused. I just forgot he was in the office, but like when Todosa appeared, for some reason I thought he was just like browsing shit, and then he just like while he was looking, he found like the people in the other room. But that would have now that I'm saying it out loud, it just sounds kind of stupid. Um, but yeah, so this group is like a group of sort of mercenaries profiting off the Americas, maybe. It kind of seemed like they're a little disconnected though, but like I guess they're just from different syndicates, like they're saying. And through this, we learned a little more about Ghost and what they've been up to. You know, primarily started in South America, now they're working with Obsidian in North America, and then just this background information, kind of catching us up to this 10-year gap. At least now we have like a good amount of information to kind of know what's going on, or at least have a better footing. Then we got Todus's time through the city. Um, Actually, before that, we have the Tachitomas. All three are alive, by the way. The other one is just badly damaged. And I swear, didn't the Majors tell the Tachitoma to trail them? I don't know if. Let me like look at that real quickly. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Literally the opposite. I was just wrong. She literally says to lie low and just chill in here. Okay, never mind. Because I was like, why are the Tachikoma just like chilling? I thought I thought the major asked to like track them. It doesn't really make sense for like what can the Tachikoma do, especially if they're like trapped by such a heavy force. Okay, never mind. But it was a cute scene that and like meeting Todosa again. Hopefully they can save the damaged Tachikoma. Which no, that one just got shot. I think I said in the reaction that's someone that got shot. That Sato got shot in, but no, that's he had the taint one that just like taint that shit, right? um, but yeah, Todus's journey it was kind of fun. You know the the car drive, the scam prices, really showing how fucked up the system is right now. And that's just generally through the world, but it looks like it's hitting America way harder than Japan. Maybe not way harder, just we've seen more of it, I guess. Um, his encounter with the Obsidian CEO, a little comedic, a little tense. Um, Obviously, even he's nervous that they just vanished from the government thing, so it made sense why he wasn't answering back from Japan. I was I was wondering why didn't Tojosa just say he's from a Japanese police officer? Because like, why would he care? But I guess like he might not even have. Maybe he wasn't ignoring the calls. Maybe he was just laying low and didn't even see the calls or the inquiries. I guess. Even Tojosa breaking the VR machine. It's just some fun stuff. His little adventure. I love how he searches through the hamburger or whatever she's selling, some sandwich like thing. Um, how like I guess like in these times she's like pawned off like most of her body, or I think it was for to implement a cyber brain in her, she had to give a lot of her body up as collateral. Um, and there's just like a bunch of ads in her mind, help pay off the debt. It's kind of funny, but you can kind of see see that shit happening. I mean, if it ever comes to that, we get cyber. cyber augmented shit. We can like access the internet through our eyes, and then there's just pop up ads everywhere. Um, that was funny too. Yeah, good comedy, good comedy. A little more of a chiller episode. You know, they gave us a little action sequence with the intensity in like the first scene and then the VR training scene. Um, but yeah, just we're kind of getting information, and unlike the first episode, sort of expanding on stuff. So I feel like I have a better grasp in general. So what's gonna happen next episode? We'll probably like start to see like what kind of job the government really wants with Team Ghost, like the specifics. Um, well, Todessa needs to like access the fancier part. I am interested because we haven't actually seen the fancier part of the gated community yet. So see how the one percenters, all the raiders are angry at. And of course, you know, you have they established sort of another villain, the good one percenter, last episode as the one funding some of the raiders. So we still need to tie that into this whole other plotline happening right now. But yeah, good stuff. And then, you know, 3 episode mark is usually when people have a, you know, their limit if they want to drop a series or not. I uh, high tea, high tea after the second episode. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna drop it. You know, I already posted it. I feel like I'm already kind of invested if I actually just post the video, because you know I would feel bad for any people who liked the first episode, and then I'm just like, yeah, I'm not gonna watch it. Again, I think mainly the complaints have to be like just an animation um problem, because if you're fine with the animation, I think the story's just like good right now. But we'll see how it turns out. Again, it is different. It's not episodic, it's not fragmented. It's a one storyline thing, so they have to keep your attention a little harder than some of the other ones, you know. A little more detail, because again, episodic, they're harder in their own way, as you have to make good plot lines, good separate plot lines like every episode, but they're easier because they don't have to like make a good long plot line, which I think might be harder technically. I don't know. They both have their own struggles. But before we end this video, let's look at Togasa's acting career, aka Yamadera Koichi, 1961. Honestly, both Motoko and Bando had a pretty long and successful careers, especially Bando. I think his was even more impressive. So let's see what we got for our boy. Use an Appleseed, dude. I really want to rewatch Appleseed, especially after reading in what episode 1 of on the wiki that it might be connected to the Ghost in the Shell universe. I guess they're made by the same guy. I don't know if you guys know what Appleseed is. It's a series of 3D CG movies. I watched a couple of them. I don't know if I watched all of them. I think there's some 2D versions too, but I just loved it as a kid. Even though I literally remember none of it besides like the main design for the main girl and the robot guy. Um, so he's an Appleseed. Fascinating. It's definitely something I might watch. Yeah, he's the main robot guy. Cool. Cool, cool. He's also in. Oh, he's gonna be in the new Bleach. He's gonna be Opie Tulige. I don't know how to say it. He's the guy in Rico Mundo. Cool. So I'll see him in that. Kind of like a first antagonist of the new arc. He's he's from My Hero Academia. He's the streamer villain guy, right? I mean, I haven't watched it. I just know of his existence. Um, he's in dude. Chaos Dragon's like my favorite bad anime. Because people were, if you don't remember, Chaos Trading came out in 2015. People were so hyped because it's basically they're taking a D&D game played by some anime and like manga authors and directors that they were playing, and they turned it into an anime. I forgot who exactly is in it. I know Nasu was in it. Wait, was it Nasu? I think it was Nasu. It was either Nasu or Fate Zero director, or both. I think both of them were in it. Because there's literally a guy that's just um Saber prototype. But yeah, when it came out, people really didn't like it, and I guess they were just like really hyped by this like all-star directorial cast. Oh man, this is gonna be epic. I think Madoka director was there too. But like in my mind, I'm like, I don't know. Have you played a game of D&D? Usually the story is just not great. It's just about the adventure because there's just so much randomness to it. And in an interview, because I was really interested because I I didn't hate it as much, but my expectations just wasn't as high as everyone. Even though I love Fate Zero, and I love Nasu, um, but yeah, I've read in an interview that a lot of the major stuff that happened were just dice rolls. I think someone like a major character just lost her hand randomly, and it was just not randomly, but from a situation, and it was just from a bad dice roll. So, a story made up of RNG on the spot. There's a lot of D&D Vault has like a static story. The dungeon master has to adapt and change to how RNG happens. Like there's a lot more adaptation stuff. So it's not gonna make like a nice stable story. But anyways, people hate it. It's never getting a season 2. I liked it. I thought it was fine. I would have. Yeah. Its opening though slaps. So I don't know if I would recommend it, but it's definitely an interesting project. I would recommend you at least look it up because it's a bunch of like big name director. Like I'm pretty sure Madoka, the guy that directed or created Madoka Magica. I forgot if it's the director or the original creator. I'm pretty sure Fate Zero guy was there. I think Nasu is there too, but maybe it's just the Fate Zero guy. Anyways, he was also in Words Bubble, played Soda Pop, the old man. I remember that. We have a reaction to that on the channel. City Hunter. He's like so many roles in City Hunter. Oh man. Oh, it's Spite Speedo from Cowboy Beep Boop Bop Bop. That's kind of insane. Okay, so Todessa is not his biggest role, obviously. He's also the dog. Anyways, that's a big role. Good for him. Probably gonna be his biggest role, I imagine. He's Beerus from Dragon Ball. And Ten Shihan? Ten Shihan and Beerus share voice actor? That's crazy. There's a Dragon Quest movie and he's a blue slime? He's Kaiji Ryuji from Evangelion. I don't know, I haven't watched it, but uh has a lot of favorites and it's Evangelion, so you probably know who that is. Man, they really do got that all-star cast on Ghost in the Shell. I mean, these are the three best characters. We'll see as we dive more into the side characters, but still, it's a little nutty, if you ask me. Ippo? Wait, who's? Oh, he's Nakota from Ippo. Dude, I saw Sanada and I'm like, oh, he's the freaking. I always get that confused with his name confused with Samura, the Death Blow Dragon, one of my favorite characters in Ippo. He's the guy from the movie, the Sumi Daibashi, whatever you say it, Oishi's special Mahjong move. Um, that guy. One favorite, huh? Well, it was alright. It was a mid move. Um, freaking flies, dude. Hunter x Hunter. He's Silver from Hunter x Hunter. That's definitely a role, I guess. Kind of a non-character though, right? At least from what I remember. Obviously, he's Togasa. He's also Laughing Man. Interesting. He's Dewey? He's Dewey from He's Dewey from Eureka 7. That's based, man. I like Dewey. He was a good villain. Eureka 7's a good movie, man. It actually makes me want to watch Evangelion because I know that started the living mech thing, I think, and Eureka 7's like my main thing I compare to that, just because it also has a living mech thing. So it's interesting. That and Knights of Sidonia. Though I haven't watched the anime, just the manga. He's Koichi from Lupin. I don't know who that is, but it's Lupin. Lots of Lupin. Um, yep. More Evangelion. Ninja Batman. He's Batman from Ninja Batman. Anyone remember that movie? Where Batman gets isekai to uh feudal Japan from a bomb or something, and turns out all the villains that got isekai with him like took over clans of feudal Japan. It's a fun movie. It's not good, but it's fun. He's Don Quixote Rosente. Is that the feather guy from One Piece? No. It's related to him. Okay. 2000 favorites, though. It's pretty good. He's Mew from Pokemon. And Lugia? Do they talk? Or does he just make the sound? There's a couple of Pokemon roles with different characters. He's Hoopa from Pokemon. It's my favorite Hoopa. I don't know who that is. Ranma, character from Ranma. Ryoga. Oh, he's from Rakugo. He's Tsukiroto, the funny man. I only watched season 1 of Rakugo, so yeah. He's like a billion characters from Sore Ike Anpan Man. Dude, I've never watched Anpan Man, but as a kid, I had this like I had like two squeaky toys from him my dad gave me, and I love it was like my favorite toy, man. That and like an Ultraman toy, so cool. Dude, this man's literally like the whole cast of Anpan Man. Is that on purpose? Holy shit, it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. And he's like in the newer Anpan Man. Dude, that's goated. My man's super talented. Dude, he has like actually like 50 Anpan Man movies. I'm still scrolling. They're all like new Anpan Man. Like 100? 100? He's just Anpan Man? Honestly, that's like man's just voice acting the series himself. That's really badass, actually. He's someone from Fist of the North Star. Who's the main character? Holy, that's a dinner chat. Why does it only have 65 favorites? Maybe it's not the main character. I think it would have more. He's Captain Herlock from Space Pirate. Captain Herlock. I know that's a big thing, but I didn't watch. He's Stitch. He's the Japanese voice of Stitch. Holy, it doesn't stop. He's a guy from he's Akihito from Sword Art Online. I don't know who that is, but lots of favorites. Hmm. He's he's Dessler. He's Dessler from Yamamoto. Yamoto. I always say call it Yamamoto. Bro, I fucking love Dessler as a villain. I always thought he was super cool, and then he gets development in the sequel. Holy! I know people don't like Dessler. I thought he was cool though. Anyways, in couple of the he's the main antagonist in the 2000 Vampire Hunter D movie. That's based. Yeah, that's about it. Man, dude, they really just have a lot of like good actors. Like their trio of cast is just godly, man. I don't even know who's the most famous out of all of them. I feel like maybe Batos, but I feel like the Spike Speeder role is probably like the biggest role out of everyone. Honestly, just the amount of talent on the cast is makes the show just really good. Also, yeah. Anyways, good episode, good episode. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you haven't subbed yet, please sub to take so you know when videos are up, and consider like and commenting if you want. But yeah, see you next time. Peace.